rotation into other segments of the market rather than a crash in the tech trade.
So that recalibration of expectations, does it give you more confidence when you see results like we saw last week from Oracle or Broadcom, that that's kind of a necessary evolution or growth that's taking place in terms of the way that we think about expectations?
That's very well put. I think the names that you're referring to and some of the developments, the headlines from last week, is that evolution. What do I mean by that? We spent the last 3 years where anything AI, anything tech related was a tailwind. There was a structural shift. Now, with substantial investment, substantial spending, we're entering now the phase where we will begin to see winners and losers. I am not in a position to say which one those winners and losers are from a single name perspective, but that's the evolution you're beginning to see. You're seeing two orbits now, the OpenAI orbit and the Alphabet orbit. And all of the companies that service and are exposed and have deals on the financing side or the contracting side with those two orbits. This large CapEx that we continue to see from a macro standpoint, some will see zero return on assets, return on investment. Some will see very large payouts. And that's where the valuations will come down. Because valuations coming down will be a reflection of a wider range, wider uncertainty, wider range of outcomes, rather than previously was, and the expectation was for a much narrower range of outcomes.
The show me moment for a lot of these AI names. Alessio De Longo, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for being with us here.
Thank
Alessio
you
De
so
Longo
much
of Invesco. And David Gura,
for your analysis.
Thank you so much for being with us. Truly awesome to have you as we look toward a really busy week and potentially the last real week of 2025. I shouldn't say that because a lot is going to happen, but a lot of people are going on.
Well, we have another day, another dollar, and we have a lot to look forward to today. Oh, JP Morgan coming into tomorrow. Yes, sir. This is for the Discord group. Hello? Why is this not? Okay, well, that's weird. That is weird. Welcome, 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 everybody. The one or two of you. Welcome. Looks like we're having a nice little opening pre-market, nice little rush pre-market. I took a little bit of profit here. I'm just gonna leave runners on KSCP. Gonna leave nice little runners on KSCP. And then just hold it, see what happens. Now this is all pre-market. So it's great to be vigilant to the fact that anything can happen here. Anything. So we're gonna keep an eye on the entirety of the market. We're gonna keep an eye on small caps, some plays. Really interesting day today, and I look forward to a lot of opportunities going into tomorrow. So we shall see. Now I have been informed people are sending my images, my charts to other Discords, and it's okay. I do not mind. First off, it's watermarked. Second, people sharing same ideas, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because essentially what you're doing is just driving more eyes. But it is what it is. I think we're gonna have a good day. It's gonna be a decent day. Now let's take a look at some small caps, see which ones are running, which ones are getting shit on. M&TS absolutely having a bad day. Let's do Under Armour, Webull, Ondas, Russell, VIX. We should technically have Nvidia up here. So Nvidia gets respect here. We have to. Nvidia has to get noted. Ondas, Under Armour, Nightscope, and then Plab. So we have Lightpath, Rocket Lab, Velo, Photonics, Skywater, Paramount, PZG, this one was from JSM. Skywater, so I think we have Skywater double time here. So we can technically do bull here. Bull here, 919, and then Comtech, CMTL. Now CMTL is great. It's in our watch list. This is space stock, so there's a lot of takers to cover, a lot of takers to go over, a lot of takers to look at. Potential nice opportunities to the upside. To the upside. Looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good. So let's go ahead and send this to the girlfriend. I do want to start putting some background music that it's absolutely not gonna destroy. All right. ServiceNow, Intel up. Ooh, that's a good one. Intel is up. Intel is up, eh? Huh. Why does this look interesting here? Why does this look interesting here? Intel. INTL. What's Intel? Intel. There it is. NASDAQ. Oh, boy. God, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous chart. And do we have Fibonacci's? Let me see here. Is there a way to actually do high to the low? Intel on the monthly, gapped up. Nice fat W here on the monthly. Now we do look like we're seeing a bit of a reversal here. Very interesting to see. Very interesting to see here. Weekly is not looking good. Yeah, this just looks like it's one big fat bearish divergence. Yeah, that is one big fat bearish divergence. That's one way to get some clappers here. Look at that, 3. A nice little run up on the weekly. All right, MACD about to cross 2 as well. MACD crossing the signal line, not bullish at all. Very interesting. Let me turn that to the 1 hour on Bitcoin. Is there any way I can actually... No, there's no way. Okay, now that's better. All right. This looks interesting. This looks really interesting. Hit the golden pocket at 42.8. Hanging man at the top or spinning top. Bearish engulfing, inverted. Bearish engulfing, spinning. Short candle, broke the range, closed below, opened below, failed to hit 50% of this bar, 41.8, kept crashing, and then coming down. So that's good to see. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Plus on the daily, yeah, we're breaking below the RSI. Center line. MACD also cross on the daily as well, and plus the negative DI rolling up. Broke the 50, and you're pretty much finding life support above the 50 right now. Nothing looks good right now. That's very interesting to see here. All right, KSCP also catching a nice little bid here to the upside. UA, one to keep on our radar. NVIDIA, nice little grind up here. Ondas about to make, looks like it wants to convert to the upside here. We're also moving up as well. So everything looking pretty good here. Everything looking really juicy here. VIX, 1.84% pre-market, up 1.84%. Russell, okay, so small caps. Let's take a look at some of the plays that we are going to potentially make a look. Put some position in. This is one. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay. Absolutely finding a banger here. Absolutely finding banger here. This looks phenomenal. 100% looks really good here. 420, got the divergence in there. You got that 5. Well, you got to get above the 5. So what's the 5 EMA sitting at? So the 5 EMA is roughly around 420. We're exactly at 420, testing the 5 daily EMA. Once you get candles rolling up in there, acting as support, or EMAs acting as support, that is essentially a good sign. So hopefully we get above the 5 daily EMA. I would love to see this hit above 423, consolidating that range and get a nice position eventually, but we need to wait for confirmation. We need to wait for confirmation. Now, once it hits that valley, the valley is that touch here. The valley is right there. Boom. Right there. Boom. That's the valley. 447. 447 is the valley. Once you break above that, it's pretty much GG. Now, let me double check here. Yep. 447 touch. Support. Support again. Breaking below that. Whoops. Inverted. Breaking above that. This thing could do something really special. This thing can absolutely do something really special. Now, let me just get some of the measurement rule off of this. Now, we did have... Let me see if I still saved it. No, I didn't save it. So let's go ahead and redraw this, the measurement rule. You got that going on. You got the head. Okay, so the overall absolute bottom was right here. Got the head. So let's make it easier. Let's clean it up a little bit here. All right, valley, peak, valley. And if you break above the valley, your measurement stick is 510. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this. Boom. Get that. And what we're going to do next is get some sort of, you can't forget about your Fibonacci's. You can't just go in blind, folks. That aligns perfectly at the 786. Literally to the T. Perfect to the 786. See, that's nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to just save this image here. Look at that beautiful measurement stick. Boom and boom. And that's it. You got the stick, you got the lift. Okay, that's your breakout. That's your breakout, UA. Measurement. Adam and Eve. You got the nice little inverted Adam and Eve bottom. So this looks really good. Really, really, really good. You cannot even front how gorgeous this pattern is. Shout out to Jay, bro. Absolutely finding bangers. When you have a team, or even people that do day trade like myself, man, they're really passionate. You find bangers like these. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see if we can get some sort of, there we go. No, that's a little bit too hasty. All right, so let's take it from this peak. And we'll do it from closing bodies. I mean, we can do the peak, but, you know, we're like peak, peak. All right, fine. We'll leave it at there. We'll leave it there. We'll adjust necessarily if we have to. All right, we'll adjust it if we have to. We'll just keep it, rejection here, rejection, rejection. So this adds confluence. All right, we'll leave it there for now. See how it holds up. But this looks really fucking good. And you have the RSI absolutely plummeting at this bear zone, but never really getting into the deep below the 30 mark. Then you made new higher lows, right? Essentially, you just got that going, right? Boom. You got a nice little peak here, and then look, a new higher low. Adam and Eve. Eve follows Adam. And if you do the inverse, what does that look like? Almost like a head and shoulders. Complex. Left shoulder in theory is weaker, less performing than the right shoulder, being larger than the left in terms of the height difference, but the same rule applies. It's still inside a positive trend. Look at that. Nice little trick, guys, huh? This looks this looks bearish from the inverse, right? Price ready to break down, but if you invert it, that price is ready to make a move to the upside. So this looks really fucking good. Like, hell, I might even take a position. Let me just double check here. Usually I like to wait a little bit. Nothing wrong waiting. So I'll start considering right above the 426, my official. I want to see candles break above the 426, get price action rolling up in here. Get price action rolling up in here. And that'll give me confidence that we're going to have that nice little breakout to the 5. Okay, but this is also not bad as well, 420. But still risky as fuck. Super risky. So I'm not going to take chances here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This thing could absolutely do something amazing, but not yet. So, very interesting to see here. Shout out to fucking... So what's going on, chat? How you guys doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. PZG, a gold mining company. Very, very interesting. Look at the daily as well. You're gonna 100 get rejected at that 50 SMA. 100% you're gonna get rejected. So 443 on UA is an area to look at, or essentially wherever the 50 SMA is rolling in. It could be eventually 441 or 433, but price action needs to eventually touch that, confirm the rejection, and then get back and retest it. But it's going to 100% reject it. I can guarantee you that, because we have yet to test that 50 SMA. We have yet to test that 50 SMA. Like, we never, ever tested. The last time we tested that 50 was back in August 7th. So August 7th, we never, ever tested it. So, again, this is why we just wait for confirmation. Confirmation, folks. SPY making moves, 685.89, breaking above this bar, which is looking really good. Essentially 50% of it. Now we're hitting at a key area. This is 685.66 roughly. And if we just take a look here, boom, we're testing a 685.75. Looking really interesting here as well. 685.75. Interesting. 507. Russell also 256. Now essentially at a key area of resistance. Right there, testing. Actually, it's breaking above it. Slightly. Oh, no. We're still below it. Still slightly below it. Let me double check here. Oh, no. We're right on it. 256.06. We're literally right on it. 256.11. We're right on it. We've been rejecting it, and now we're slightly breaking up above it. That's going to be interesting to see. Let's see what happens. SPY looking good here. Above the RSI center on the 1 hour. And that's what we like to see. That's really good in terms of the upside potential. Reversal. Small caps getting a nice little Nice little move to the upside here. Some of them. A little bit mix and match today. A lot of mix and match. CMBM. Yeah, CMBM is one. Zcash. That's one I like to see here. Zcash. Not really doing things. Did reject that 50 aligned with your 1.5 ratio, so that was clean. That was absolutely clean. Beautiful. Look at that double touch, almost a double touch, double top, and boom. Rejection. I forgot to do this one. Wow, almost forgot about this. Almost forgot about this. Where is it? I have a nice little find. Oh, yes, I do. Here it is. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody. Oh my God, this is gonna be bad. So Bitcoin absolutely failing this trend line. Failing this trend line on the 12-hour, and I did say we would have. Oh my God, this is bad. Bitcoin, this is really bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Almost forgot about this. Are you now? Is that a okay? Good. All right. So we're failing below this this trend line. It's been a historic bounce area for Bitcoin, and we are literally testing it again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're literally just testing this area. Look at the candles right here, finding rejection on this structure, on this trend line. Excuse me, literally to the T. Beautiful rejection. Closing body, opening. Closure below trend line, closure on the trend line, and then we just completely getting clapped here. And I feel like Bitcoin's gonna have a more movement to the downside. Bitcoin is absolutely gonna have more movement to the downside. This is absolutely disgusting. So funny enough, so 89,855. And Bitcoin spot price is 89,633. That's interesting. 89,855. Very interesting. And of course, pre-market movers front run everything and then pretty much clap the entire market opening bell. I'm not surprised at all, not one bit. This is how they like to run their show. Essentially, this is how they love to run their show. Not surprised at all. We are seeing a little bit of a pullback here, but pre-market are illiquid hours. Let them do their thing. BULL, CMTL. So this one is very interesting. This one was recommended by Mr. Crispy, VAS NYC or VAS NCN or whatever. Again, this one had bad earnings, but the sales weren't good. It was very slightly off. But, you know, that's the street reacting. And this is a growth story. But this one's very interesting. Telecommunications. When it comes to sell-offs like these, I don't stress. I care about what the price action is telling me. Any slight movement to the upside, I would argue a reversal. So we already have 2 days after the announcement. 2 days after the announcement, you're gonna have that. I always say, wait 2 to 3 days for price to find a base, and we are finding a base here. If you notice, we are making higher lows. So this is the start of a potential flip, potentially, but we are seeing price action finding higher lows. Okay. This is how you find confluence. Okay. Ooh, that was a great bearish divergence here. That was nice. That was nice. Bearish divs here. Very clean. Very clean. But again, found support, make a new higher low. higher low. It's really good to see something like this. Potentially reversals intact. I'm not sure. But CMTL looking really juicy here. Okay, no divergences yet. Let me see the 4 hour. I do like this. I do like these little crispy plays because the upside is 21%. Yeah, 21%. Let me see what the 15 minutes telling me. This is nothing. This is the type of sell-off we're concerned about. Literally finding support at a historical bounce, $3, psychological bounces here. We stressing this? Is we really stressing this? What kind of candle are we printing? Guys, this is nothing. Oh my God. Nothing. Literally nothing. Man, if it touches 3, I'm in. That's a 12% bounce. Now, let me see if we're in a range. You know what I love to do is turn them hike and ashis on. All right, do we see anywhere we can trade the trend here? Get inside a box maybe? No boxes yet. No boxes. No boxes yet. We'll wait for a box. But so far, higher lows looking good. At a key support bounce area. $3 psychological and making potential divergences. We'll wait. The CMTL is a nice one. Nice little find here. 50% sell off. 15. People stressing nothing. I swear. People stressing nothing. All right, Bitcoin. All right, we have 9 minutes. What chart is that? Unfinished business. CMTL top. If you look at the tab on the top where my cursor is, you can tell what company I'm looking at. Or if you look at the background watermark, or if you take a look at left, Comtech Telecommunications, CMTL. So there's a lot of areas where you can tell what companies I'm looking at. Sections on the chart where I'm looking at. CMTL on the 15-minute time frame. Follow the YouTube channel Trades2G. Follow the X account. Focus Fool. I'm watching on phone. It's too small. My bad. I see you. I see you. This is CMTL. It's a telecommunications play, but I love what I see. I love the bounce here. $3 psychological. Long term, this is one of those crispy plays. I don't doubt crispy, that's for sure. Bitcoin again, 89,626, but on CME futures on Bitcoin, 89,815. Very interesting to see. A lot of things to consider. Now we have 7 minutes to market opens. I am going to go use the bathroom, and we're going to continue watching the charts. Let's turn on the 15-minute real quick. Turn on the 15. There we go, baby. Be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. All right, let's take a look at what's happening in the world. As I mentioned before, they like to front run, SPY IWM, and then clap people opening bell. But that's just me. All right, right now SPY does not give me any indicators up or down in terms of short term. Just pretty much looking flat right here. But we're gonna see and monitor what's happening with SPY. Pretty much stuck in a range right now. Okay. Had a nice little divergences here, and we had a massive sell-off, rightfully so. So, just nice little fucking range that we've been in. For how many days now? It's a shitty. Shitter. Very good, though. We're going to keep an eye on SPY. Someone threw out some ironclads out there. Shout out to the ironclad crew. Ironclad. All right, we are above the 886 here. Again, we got to really, really find a break above 685.77 here. Got to really find that breakout. Okay. If we fail that, boy, oh boy. Doji on the 1 hour currently printing. Interesting to see here. Interesting to see here. Back test at 886. We'll figure it out. Back test at 886. Very interesting. Almost at that 685.75. CMTL. All right, back to micro real quick. I see a little bit of bip here. Ondas 882. Under Armour. This one's actually getting ready for a liftoff. NVIDIA 177. Again, I'm not surprised they're going to do this. Always the fucking run up on pre-market where there's no liquidity. Everybody's just sitting on their hands waiting for price action, waiting for 9:30, but they love doing this. Institutions love doing this. Pushing the stock up, pushing ETS up, pushing SPY up, pre-market, and then dumping on everybody. They love doing that. Not surprised. Disgusting. Not surprised at all. KSCP, 7%. NVIDIA, 177.93. Come on, NVIDIA, push us up. Russell, push it. NVIDIA, IWM, and SPY looking. NVIDIA's moving. IWM is dumping. VIX to 0.235%, and now IWM is dumping. Whoa, Ondas, what happened here? What the hell? What in the Mary Jane is happening right there? Whoa, that was a nasty dump. That was nasty. What the fuck was that? What happened there? Whoa. Yikes. Was there some news? Was that a news event? Hold on, let me see what's happening right now. Ondas. Let me see if there's some news event that just happened. I don't see anything happening on Ondas. That was a crazy volatile move to the downside. The heck was that? 1 minute. 1 minute to market open. I'm not seeing SNDK miss any movement today. We can take a look at that. That was a crazy dump. 882. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm not sure if that's a news dump. Offering maybe. Adjusted perfectly. No. I'm not seeing anything yet. And no, that's just regular price action. Regular price action on this. So let's take a look at we'll take a look at one of them. SNDK. 1 minute. Looking good here. Higher low. Well, we got a higher low and higher low. So it looks good here in terms of short term. Right? Body. This is just me briefly just drawing it. Just drawing. Let me see where we find a little bit. This is just me quickly going over. So you got a nice little higher low moving. And then you said MIST. I know this one was one that you were looking at. Holy shit, what the fuck? Hold up, market's open. Bing, 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 bing. 1 second, 1 second. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. 1 second. Yeah, like I said, they want to run it and dump it. You sacks a load of fucking bullshit. Dude, I'm telling you, market makers are absolute dogs, bro. They're dogs. They're dogs. 1 second, guys. Got to manage some trades here right at the opening. Got to manage some trades here. Have to manage some trades here. Gotta manage some trades. Manage. Uno segundo. Amigos. Uno segundo, amigos, ¿cómo estáis? Uno segundo, amigos, ¿cómo estáis? All right. Okay. Gotta manage some trades. Ron Stern resigns 2 days ago. Ron Stern resigns 2 days ago. Really? That's interesting. Really interesting. Guys, I want you guys to know something here on SPY. Okay, look at that. We literally just rejected the area. I said, hey, we got to break 685.75. Okay? Look at where we are finding resistance. Okay? We hit rejection. Now it's all about 685.75. Clean rejection. Once we slapped it, we rejected. Okay, and I want to show you guys, and obviously anything can happen between now and then, but just put an inverse on the chart, right? Look at the inverse on the chart on SPY. Look at the inverse on this fucking chart. Let me see where we at. All right. We rejected 685.75. Be very careful going into today. Be very, very careful going into today. Bitcoin also showing weakness. So these two catalysts can completely catapult us to the downside. If you notice, Bitcoin 89.3. Okay, what did I say on SPY? Be careful at 685.75. I even drew that trend line earlier this morning. I knew that there was a clean resistance. We had a nice little bearish. We had a bearish harami, bearish engulfing, nice bullish belt hold, and then bullish belt holds are continuation patterns, but then you have to retest that breakout at the 685.75. And one beautiful thing is that we completely failed it. Why? Because this was a very, very important key zone to break above, and we failed it, 685.75. So now you're printing a bearish, almost like a bearish engulfing about to print. Who the fuck knows? We still got to print, wait 26 seconds here, but this is very bearish. 685.75 was your indicator to watch out for. I mean, area to watch out for. Beautiful how you know candle structure. Now you're inside an inside bar. You got a nice little range here. You got a fat range, and you barely got to 687.46. And now your target coming back to the downside is exactly 681.72. So now you're just fighting in this range, and if you're in a range, get the fuck out. And this is why you got to manage your trades, folks. Manage your trades. Look at that. Manage your trades effectively. Bingo. Markets continue to sell off. Happy I am not in. I'm 100% cash as we speak, folks. 100% cash. KSCP, 7% on the daily. Isn't that beautiful? So everything looking good. Our plan and our thesis in terms of this morning prep was beautiful. 685.71 rejection. Boom. Get the fuck out. I knew it. Knew it right there. Boom. Rejection. Bearish engulfing. At that, obviously you got the volume average low, but the key area of support you do want to find is where do you find consistency, right? At that PLC 682. It fluctuates. Let's do this. How about we find it ourselves? I don't need no goddamn fucking oscillator. All right? I don't need no goddamn oscillator. Sack of shit. This looks pretty decent right there. A lot of areas of support and resistance, but look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dump. Take a dump. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. You know, it feels good to be cash heavy. Always, always, always feels good to be cash heavy. Always feels great. Because once we catch the knives, it's going to be in very, very beautiful reversal. Beautiful reversal. SPY, again, 685.75. Now, they can completely push this back up, break out, and then retest, and then come back down. We don't know. We don't know, but we do know institutions love making money. They love making money. They love it. They love it. Those rats. Those rats. They're going to steal your money. Look at IWM dumping. IWM dumping. Those rats. VIX, 3%. 3%. Under Armour, everything pretty much took a shitter at the opening bell. Again, Bitcoin 89,283. Now, one thing about Bitcoin, it pretty much runs with SPY and IWM. And I did say, breaking a key value area on Bitcoin, you're essentially going to send treasury stock to the downside, which holds what? Weight. So anything holding Bitcoin is going to send companies that are using it as a somewhat as a leverage. And if we look at here, 88,156 is the valley, peak valley. Look at that, finding bounce here. You break below 88,156, boy, oh boy. And I did say on the podcast yesterday, did we ever break above, after we made a massive swing high, found a valley peak low, we made a new, essentially what? Lower high. Lower high. Look at that, lower high. Okay, lower high. Look at that. Did we ever break above 93,472? No, but did you ever break above 92,695? Absolutely fucking not. So you were making resistance at the new high, at the new lower high, 692.69. So at what point were we bullish? At what point were we bullish, guys? At what point? Spinning top, Gravestone Doji, bullish Peltold. This is called Harami Cross, bearish engulfing. Shorts, short, and then slap to the downside, continuation. Now what happened now? You essentially just made a new lower high, and now you have new higher resistance on the lower high end. So now you have to break above 92.75, which has been a what? Key area of support, and now that's your essentially new high. That's your new little mini wall. So not only you got fucking mini walls after mini walls after mini walls, but you got to break 92.68 on Bitcoin. And if you fail that, well, guess what? What does that look like? Well, let's go on smaller time frames. Gee, I don't fucking know. What does that look like? Eventually price is going to have to come out or break down. Because look, 92.68, support, failed it, come back, failed it, support, and then boom, you fucking knocked it. Well, you break or you fail 92.68 again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Who's bullish right now? Are you bullish? Who bullishness? Look at the lower highs. Oh my God, this is too easy. Too easy. Now you're making lower highs. And now your problem is this micro bearish trend line. Oh, the Bitcoin maxis are absolutely getting dumped. And VIX now 3.75% to the upside. Let's go. Okay, guys, let's fucking go. Let's go. Be very... Now... This is beautiful. Look at the sell-off right now at the opening bell. Okay? Look at SPY. Oh, dude, this is beautiful. All right, folks. Well, this is a great opportunity to start looking for tickers to reverse. On the upside, pretty much market is catching a dump. SPY, let's try and catch a knife on SPY. Because if you invert SPY right now as we speak, what does that look like, folks? Let's go ahead and turn off. Let's consolidate all the noise. I know it's a little messy here. Let's consolidate all the noise, right? Let's turn off everything. All right, boom. What does that look like to you, folks? 676, 73, 695. What does that look like? Does anybody know what this looks like to me? Does this look bearish or bullish, folks? Does this look bearish or bullish, folks? If we're looking at this chart inverted, does anybody know if this is a bearish or bullish chart inverted? I'm curious. Nice little trick, huh? Nice little trick, eh? Nvidia taking a dump here. Taking a nice little dump. You know what we should do? You know what we should do? Look at the beautiful rejection on Bitcoin. Oh man, who's bullish? Who's bullish? I'm not bullish. I'm not bullish at all. Wall after wall, wall after wall after wall. Generate. Oh, this is beautiful. Guys, I think we're going to end up, bears are here. That's right, bears are here, and I'm going to short the shit out of Bitcoin. You bet your ass I'm shorting. I'm shorting the shit out of Bitcoin. You have no idea, bro. You have no idea how bad I want to short Bitcoin. I'm just waiting for my confirmation. I want to short the shit out of Bitcoin so bad. It's not ready yet. I want to make some nice gains on some short positions. I want to make some nice gains. Actually, you know what? Let me get feisty. You break 88,156. I said this before. Valley, peak valley low. Look at the support line on the peak valley low. 88,156 support again. This is the peak low valley, but I'm shorting the shit out of Bitcoin. Once you break below that, boy oh boy, the potential to the downside, ooh wee, ooh wee. Come on, baby, do the look. Now it's gonna obviously fake you out though. All right, what do we got here? I'm shorting BNB. You're shorting BNB? Nice. Nice. I hope you make... Oh, no. Market dump. Bro, this is too easy. This is honestly way too easy. I'm telling you, this is bad. I'm showing BNB. Scope AXTI. Scope AXTI. Well, folks, let me invert SPY again. So as you guys know, where are we? Is this the 685, 94, 96, 95? I'm just waiting. If Bitcoin absolutely dumps 88,161, where are we? 88,156. It's I'm taking a short. I'm just waiting for this to come and confirm that bearish trend. I mean, look at your VRVP or any volume shelves. Do we have any volume shelves here? Well, look at that. It's fucking dry. The land of the free is dry. Is dry here. It's dry. Now, obviously, you got a nice little catalyst at the 187,305. But once after that, because once you break the valley, well, it's essentially a bearish psychological. Well, it should be once you break this key area of support. It's GG. The bearish trend is in continuation. Okay, continuation. All I care about this small support zone here. We break this key area of support, it's GG. That's all I give a shit about. Scope AXTI. AXTI. What's this? What the hell is this? Whoa! Whoa! Hello. Hello. Hold up. I'm like literally now lagging. Hello? Why is my ADX not rolling up? Hold up. I gotta save and reload. What the heck happened there? Oh, that's interesting. All right, now we're better. Wait, why is LP? Oh my God, dude, this is what I'm talking about. All right, let's turn on daily on the Bitcoin chart. 1 second. Now we gotta clean. All right, so what's rolling up in here? Oh geez, the hell, what is this, bro? Another one. All right, so I would absolutely not financial advice. We are hitting exhaustion levels here. Very interesting to see, but your area of support is going to be that 10 daily EMA. Excuse me, not the 10, the 20 daily EMA. As you can see, you found the bounce here. So once the exhaustion comes in, break below the 10, break and into the 20 daily EMA, and hopefully finds a bounce there. But this is another one of those up-only tickers. And if you notice here, I don't care so much about the upside. I care about where do you find another area of support, and there it is. So hopefully you find a potential bounce here in this box. Not financial advice, but here is your potential bounce again. So good trade if you took it. Wait for that bounce to the downside. Bingo bang. Semiconductor supply chain. Oh wow, that's actually, oh man. Yep. It's gonna be a miss for me. All right, 89.39 on Bitcoin. Man, you know what? I'm sorry. 89.39 on Bitcoin. I'm keeping an eye on this. BTCZ. Guys, if you can't short, look at the inverse leverage BTCZ, T-Rex inverse leverage. Okay. Looking hasty here. Looking really hasty. Not financial advice, but this don't look purty on Bitcoin. All right, 88.983. Continuously breaking down to the downside here, folks. Continuously breaking down, folks. Oh, 88.9222. 88.9222, folks. SPY breaking down. I think they're really gonna dump Bitcoin, to be honest with you. They're gonna really trash Bitcoin. I absolutely love this sell-off happening right now in the markets because we are cash heavy and we're gonna print. Not gonna say it, but they are literally crashing the market. It looks really good. We are due for a correction, and once the opportunity comes, we're gonna catch the knife on SPY. This is really not done. I don't think we're done with SPY. We're gonna catch that knife on SPY, and it's gonna look really good. Once we catch that knife, baby, it's gonna be juicy. Onda's down 10%. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Give me that discount, baby. Give me that fucking discount. We're gonna catch the knife on SPY. This still has a lot more room to grow. As I stated before, once we failed 685.87 on SPY, we completely were due for a nice little dump on the entire market. Nvidia 177.46, but we're gonna catch the knife on Ondas. Now I did have support levels on Ondas. You know, you in and out. Make sure you guys have some tight stop losses when the opportunity presents itself. Don't go into trade without having stop losses. But Ondas, absolutely going to be another banger once we catch that bottom. Wow, look at that sell-off. Oof. Ooh. 792. Hello, IWM. IWM completely dumping. It is crashing. Bitcoin 88. Okay, guys, remember the valley on the Bitcoin. Valley on the Bitcoin looks like we're about. Yep, there it is. At what point were we bullish here? Oh man, you know, I'm not gonna say what happened, but I was on some sort of event, and Everybody was aiming here, right? Everybody was targeting up here. We're gonna, you know, I'm expecting Bitcoin to come up here and all this shit. And again, I'm the black sheep, and you know, I'm a candle guy, and candles absolutely were presenting itself as I don't know where everybody's getting this whole hype about 95 and 100. I mean, literally, there's a structure on Bitcoin before we even get to 95 or 100. Okay, actually, it was literally a lot of conversation was about the 100 mark, and I'm looking at candle structure, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? There's a whole. You have to literally catch breakouts before we even get to 100. Okay, we got to catch breakouts before we get to 100. We didn't break out nothing. We didn't break out nothing. Look at the back test after the breakout. Did we confirm a retest and then officially up to 95 or 100? No. But look at the dumpster fire happening on Bitcoin. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. And we're going to short the shit out of this at 88,156. It's going to bounce here. It's going to definitely bounce, maybe make a new lower high. It's going to essentially do something like this. Hit that another trend line, and then hopefully reject that support bounce here, and then boom, send it to fucking hell. Send it to hell. Send it. Send it. Send it, baby. Please dump it. I beg of you. Dump. All right. So let's do this. Actually do that. That's actually going to be the more realistic way. Boom, maybe another lower high, lower high, lower high, and then dump it. Eventually, this has to collapse. This has to collapse. Let me make it more better. Let me make it more clear for you guys. This has to collapse. It has to break. It has to. Okay? Again, we're going to catch the knives in the entire market. This is what I love. This is my niche. Okay, we're waiting on SPY to continue dumping down IWM, dumping down long term. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. This is why it's great to be cash heavy. Cash heavy. Bitcoin absolutely dumping. Absolutely dumping, baby. Look at that. Beautiful. What upside are we fucking talking about? I'm just a candle guy. I'm just a candle guy, folks. The entire market is flushing. All right, let's take a look at SPY real quick. All right, let's find the bounce on SPY. This is where essentially I see weakness now. All right. Oh my God. Do you guys see what I see? All right, guys. Who sees it? Who sees it? Anybody else see what I see? Where are my candle guys? Where are my pattern traders? What do we see here, folks? Where are my pattern traders? What do we see here, folks? What do we got printing? All right. What do we potentially have printing now? It's obviously a shitty one, but obviously it gives you an idea of what's happening. Actually, no, it's actually a clean one. What do we see here, folks? Okay, so this is telling you we are expecting more pain. So I'm not even worried about 681.20. I think we're going to get to the golden pocket. We're going to get to the golden pocket. And also, I drew a trend line descending scallop as well. I think this was on Friday. And if my thesis is correct, this is a descending scallop formation. So I'm going to show you guys something here. So I don't count pre-market moves, okay? If you guys notice this, look at the descending scallop in this formation, right? All right, cool. We fucking broke out pre-market. Look, like I always said, market makers like to literally front run. I said that earlier. Who was here earlier in the morning? I literally said they like to front run everything pre-market and then fucking crash it. You guys can scroll back and remember and watch the video. I literally said that. I literally said that. Watch the measurement stick on descending scallops. You guys want to see this? Look at this measurement stick. Okay, you grab this. You grab the high to the low, descending scallop failure, because we never really broke it on real market hours. And essentially, your measurement stick is 673.35. Okay, 673.35, roughly at the golden pocket. Okay, roughly at the golden pocket. I am not. Actually, it's 673 golden. That's a descending scalp here. Okay, we failed it. They want to front run everything, and then dump it. You guys literally heard me say that earlier today. I'm new to charts. This is learning experience for me. Sometimes I have no clue what you're on about. Oh, I am. That's fair. I mean, look, I always said, the longer you stick around, the more you start understanding the verbiage in trading, especially when you're charting. I'm a charter, so the verbiage, you just got to get used to it. You got to be around it 24/7. That's how essentially you get muscle memory. You understand techniques. You understand patterns, but you gotta love charting. I'm a charter, so you gotta love this shit. You gotta absolutely be obsessed with it. All right, so we are 88. Oh shit, we're breaking structure, folks. All right, here we go. We're touching it. We are touching it. We are touching it. We are touching it. They're literally dumping Bitcoin. All right, we're breaking below. All right, I expect a bounce here. I expect a bounce. One more touch. If not, fuck it. That is a crazy sell-off. That is crazy sell-off. Crazy, crazy sell-off, folks. That is a massive. I expect a bounce here. One more touch. One more touch, and then maybe run it up. Run it up. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. We should get a wick here. I expect a wick. If no wicks, oh my God. One more touch. One more, slap that lower high, and then come back down. You know who's actually freaking the fuck out right now? All right, there's a small little wick here. Let's see if it's going to sustain these lows. There's a small little wick here, guys. You know who's actually looking bad right now? Those Bitcoin maxis. All right, VIX, 5.15% here. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers here. So let me get this straight. So Michael Saylor absolutely acquired 10,646, 980 million of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's absolutely taking a dump. 88,000. Okay, we are seeing that wick. We are seeing a reaction here, as I stated. All right, one more touch at that trend line. Hopefully come back. Lower high, 89, roughly 89,643. Bounce. We are seeing the bounce again. Lower high, and then hopefully officially take that dump. All right, take that dump. We are seeing the wick. Good, 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 good. Exactly as planned. One more, baby. One more touch. And then officially we flush the shit out of this. One more touch. That Bitcoin short is going to be massive. That's going to be a nice 10%. I'm not here for 5%. I'm not here for 2%. I want 10%. It's just that confirmation. This is how you make the mains. I don't care about all this. Structure is still intact. It's just breaking structure is what I want. I want that. I want that. Okay, I want that bad. I want that bad. Look at that reaction as stated. All right, we are finding one more bounce. Get ready, folks. Get fucking ready. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm super bearish. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being evil. I'm sorry. I don't want to be evil, but like, come on, you got to trade the trend. Come on, folks. I'm sorry. I know. I'm very evil. One more touch. One more little touch. All right. So absolutely, IWM is horrid right now. So 382 seems to be near a potential bounce, or at least a reaction thereof. But if not, SPY coming down 682. Wow. So flushing right now. So SPY and Bitcoin absolutely flushing here. This is massive. This is massive. Looks like we have another opportunity to get more discounts. So 681.2. I'm not concerned about. I'm concerned about this potential bounce here at the golden pocket. Eventually, when it gets there, we have a measurement rule off of the descending scalp at 673.3. And if you guys notice, also, what's the measurement rule off a potential head and shoulders? Does anybody know? No? Okay, cool. Nobody knows. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Bitcoin. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Not even a reaction? Lovely. Lovely. We still have 80. We still have 80. We have 58 minutes to print this candle. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Let's go. 58 minutes left to print this candle. We ain't stressing, folks. All right, little hammer on the 15-minute on SPY. And VIX continuously up 5.59%. Let's go. Again, waiting for confirmation of short Bitcoin, but we are not breaking structure yet. It's got to break structure. 58 minutes left to short the shit out of this. It could completely catch up to that bearish trend line, and then eventually flush. If it flushes here, even better. I don't mind it, but I'll wait for confirmation. I'll wait. I'm not stressing it. What did I say on SPY? 685, 87. We never broke it. Flush, flush, flush. We're going to catch the knife on SPY. Now, SPY absolutely, again, we got a measurement rule off of the descending scalp at 673.30. Let's go. 673.30. All right. And we got a nice little lower high structure forming. All right. This is really bearish. Now, watch this. What does this look like, guys? If we invert the charts, what does this look like? Invert the chart, folks. Nice little neat tricks. If you stick around long enough, you start catching little tricks in my channel. But does anybody see anything happening on SPY? What does this look like on SPY inverted? Who wants to say it? Is this a bearish chart or a bullish chart? If we invert SPY, what is it? Lower high. Lower low, lower low. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Higher low on an inverted chart? Whoa. 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 It looks bullish. AKN. Bing, 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 bing. There you go. Akin. That is a bullish chart on SPY inverted. So you bet your fucking top dollar this is going to flush. This is going to flush. I ain't worried about 681.20. It's gonna more than likely break this trend and then get to our measurement stick. Typically, the golden pocket is a really nice area to consolidate in. Maybe make a new higher low. I don't know. All I know is that this looks very bullish on the inverted side thing. So that's very bearish. Very bearish. It's gonna. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Flushy, flushy. This is why you wait for confirmation. Now, obviously, Bitcoin catching a nice little fly. All right, so it's breaking trend now. It's officially break. We have 55 minutes left. 55 minutes left. 55 minutes left. If you shorted that, great. Absolutely stunning. All right, absolutely stunning. It kind of broke structure. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch floor. All right, so it looks like an opportunity is going to present itself, but looking really juicy so far. Okay, folks, looking really freaking juicy. All right, at some point, price has to find a bounce, and if it doesn't, even better. It's sort of like a win-win scenario, right? If Bitcoin flush is great, because not only can we catch Bitcoin at a, eventually buy Bitcoin at a cheaper discount, but you can also make money on Bitcoin to the downside as well. I just enjoy it. So look at the bounce here we are seeing on IWM. As stated, 382 seems to be a nice ratio for bounce. Let's see if it supports that bounce. You got a hammer right now printing at the impulse off the sell-off. Very important zone. Let's see if it holds. As I stated, look at Bitcoin now running with IWM and SPY. This is why I said wait for confirmation. I'd rather sit on my hands, wait for confirmation, because anything could happen. If you're short, you're probably shitting yourself right now, right? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm a man of confluence. I'm a man of confluence. NVIDIA now running at 177.95. So regular, it's bearish. Yes. So inverted chart on SPY is absolutely in a very bearish trend. Very much so on SPY. But look at that bounce there. Boom. So if we're going to continue this inverted structure here, well, inverted hammer, not inverted hammer, gravestone doji at the impulse off of this sell-off, right? Inverted. I know it sounds confusing on SPY, but that looks like a potential what? Reversal to the upside. Okay, so that's a hammer or a dragonfly doji from the reversal end of thing. That's a dragonfly doji. Inverted, that's a gravestone doji. That's the inverse of the dragonfly. Okay, and this is how you understand the market dynamics upside and downside. Okay, but the trend is still intact, folks. At what point do we break the bearish trend? Well, lower low, higher low. Uh-oh. And this is what? A potential what? Inverted head and shoulders. This is the absolute monster of a chart right now. Now, let's take a look at some of our small caps. 492 KSCP is inside an Adam and Eve pattern. I do like where she's heading. She's finding another higher low bounce at the 485. So this structure is still intact. Higher lows. NVIDIA 178.30. 178.30. Under Armour finding a little bit of a bounce here as well. We got a hammer right now on the 793. I do not expect nothing to be worried about yet. I still think we have still more downside potential. Okay. Still more downside potential. It's just finding a mean reversion in the entire market, but nothing is giving us positive structure yet. Look at that. So what did I say? I said wait for confirmation. We're at 52 minutes left to print this candle. Okay, so if you were short, you're absolutely nervous about this movement right here because you got to cover, right? Some folks are having some tight stop losses, but this is why I don't wait. I wait for confirmation. I wait. I sit on my hands because the potential upside or the potential play is much greater. I don't move with 2% moves. I don't do that. I really don't give a shit about 2%. I give a shit about 10 or 7% or more than that. Okay, look at that. 51 minutes. I could be absolutely wrong, but this doesn't give me, when you have a massive sell, it eventually has to bounce. Okay, wait for confirmation. 51 minutes left. Close below the valley peak. And then that'll give you a better idea. We're still early in the day. It's only 1 hour into the day. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything. So wait. Be patient. You know, if you took it from here, even better. Boom, boom, boom. It's like stair steps. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Boom. Lovely. How you guys doing? What other tickers are you guys looking at? Talk to me, chat. What other tickers we're looking at? I'm having a great day. I'm having a great freaking day. We got a long-legged doji, or actually, not a morning. It's an evening star here on IWM. Evening star printing so far. 5 minutes left to print this candle on the 15-minute. Anything can happen. Very interesting. We got a nice little, again, another morning star here. Okay, morning star on IWM at the impulse at the 382 ratio. It could put, and a hammer on SPY in the 15-minute. Again, anything can happen. Now, this is why you wait for confirmation. Price finding a bounce, mean reversion, upside, and then hopefully another rejection area. Looking juicy, looking juicy. 50 minutes left to print this current engulfing. Bearish candle here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Ooh. 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 Uh-oh. Absolutely. Morning rush, morning sell-off. Morning sell-off, baby. Morning sell-off. Absolutely hard. How many of you guys are actually like, how many of you guys sold in the morning? Any positions you guys sold off? All right, small caps moving into light path down 6%. CMTL down 1.9%. Webull down 2.7%. This one's going to be a nice catch. Actually, Webull's another play. SPY. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SPY. That's not good, folks. Oh, yeah. 681. I still got this measurement rule right at the golden pocket. Looking juicy. Looking fucking juicy. So beautiful. So look at that. Descending scallop on the regular chart, but if you turn it around inverted, that's an ascending scallop. I mean, yeah, that's an ascending scallop. And if you guys know the measurement rule off ascending scallops, okay, all right, you got to break the peak high here. So it's essentially a little bit different. A little bit different. So 668.14 off of the ascending scallop formation here. So very interesting to see here. All right. Let me see if it's the right. Yep. That's an ascending scallop formation. 668.54. But we're inside a descending scallop formation. Golden pocket. Very, very nice. Okay. I'm going to leave it there because I'm actually enjoying the invertedness here. Diamond hands, baby. Diamond hand. Is Bitcoin flushing again? Not yet. 3 dark crows on IWM, 3 dark crows on SPY. Beautiful, beautiful candles on the 15 to the downside. Beautiful. I love what I'm seeing here. Under Armour UA 412 continuously to the downside. Pretty much all small caps getting blasted. BITF is taking a beating. Oh. Let's see. BITF, Discord member said BITF is taking a beating. Let's take a look here. Oh my God. Yeah, that's not good. Oh my Lord. BITF. Oh my God. BITF absolutely getting crushed here. Ooh, my God, my Lord. This is bad for BITF. All right, so I suspect the common bottom here at 231. A common bottom at 231. Or actually, that's not a common bottom. That's a candle structure bottom. But I expect another bounce, maybe potentially at the 231. And then hopefully, yeah, a nice little bounce here because this ain't looking too hot right now. The ADX absolutely coiling up with the negative DI coiling up with the ADX coiling up as well. All right, Bitcoin at 87,605 with the MACD crossing underneath the center line. That's really not good. Let's see some. Oh yeah, this is bad. Failed the 100 SMA with the daily EMAs acting as resistance religiously. Here on BITF, 510 absolutely acting as resistance. Volume average low here at 251. If you break that, 231 is absolutely next. There is no volume shelf after that, so 231 would be at least a clean bounce or at least a reaction here. And if you fail that, well, boy oh boy, there's really nothing holding BITF. If you fail 231, there is absolutely nothing holding BITF. Like literally nothing. The next area I'm looking at, oh my goodness, 138. Jesus Christ, there's nothing here. The shelf is, this thing is ready to flush. You failed 231, the next, oh boy, you're flushing. You're flushing. You're absolutely flushy. All right, getting spinning top here on IW on 253.36. Bitcoin, uh-oh. 45 minutes to close this candle. 45 minutes to close this candle. Damn, and it's not holding back. That's not holding back at all. Not holding back at all, folks. Not holding back. So this can tell me only one thing. This can only tell me one thing, folks. There might be some greater, there is absolutely some greater potential to the down. Like, this thing already had a massive sell-off here. Wow. All right. Okay. Well, that's a sign. That's a sign. Do not be afraid. That's a sign. Ooh, we failed. Ooh, baby. Oh, my Lord. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad, folks. All right, I'm just going to slightly ease in slowly. Ease in slowly. Yup, that's bad. What are we getting some sort of news catalyst? What's happening here, folks? I feel like the market's reacting off of news. All right, whoa. Yeah, we're failing 231 here. I mean, essentially getting to 231 on BITF. All right, Bitcoin, I'm going to ease in a little bit here. Just slightly. Just very, very slightly here. Very, very slightly. Just very, 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 very small. Very small. This is another one of those liquidation events. Looks really interesting how the fuck this is happening, man. This is crazy, the sell-off here. Another liquidation event here on Bitcoin. Wow. Dude, what? All right, be careful here where there is bullish divergence here. There is a potential bullish divergence here. Careful. Okay, careful. Careful. There is some potential bullish Class A divergence here. Let's see if it holds. All right, so now you have to break that. Now you have to retest the breakout. Okay, retest the breakout. And then hopefully you get another one of those. Okay, bullish divergence. Retest that 88,135. And then boom, hopefully you get a nice rejection. Diamond hands. 770, baby. Under Armour, UA, Night Scope. Everything's flushing. Small caps, flushing. Everything, flushy. IRBT. How is this thing moving? BITF coming back down. Wait, hold up, Zcash is up? That's cool. iRobot, how is this even a thing right now? How, who's buying this? They filed for, who's buying this at these lows? Who's crazy enough? Oh, they're catching the mean reversion wave. Okay, I see what they're doing. Who the is buying that? Wow. 115 move. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, look at that. 128 move from the low to the high. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's go, baby. This is where generational wealth is going to create. This is where you find generational wealth. All right, looks like SPY continuously selling off. Bullish divergence is not still intact here. Bullish divergence still intact here. Waiting on that. And then boom, flushy flush. Hopefully continuation to the downside. Let's go. All right. Let's see. All right. Bros, this is absolutely horrid for some folks, but absolutely great opportunity potential. Oh, baby. This is really, really good. Generational wealth is created when the bear market ensues, guys. All right, Bitcoin's about to potentially flush even more. I do see some continuation here on Spine IWM. We'll keep an eye on. I do expect it to pump up a little bit and then another flush. But let's see what SPY wants to do here. Dragonfly on the impulse. Hammer on IWM at the impulse. Bitcoin just struggling to break either a continuation to the downside or find a mean, bounce up, and then reject. Oh, boy. Looking good, looking good. All right, IWM, let's take a look at small caps here on trades. 2G, let's see the change here. Absolutely everything on my radar is dumpy. All right, IRBT down 73%. Cypher down 12%. Ondas down 11% at 771. Lovely. BITF down 10%. KULR down 10%. RRR down 10%. I'm just saying 10 to average because I'm not going to say 946. NUAI down 10%. BBAI 8%. 9% actually. I'll just average up. Serve down 9%. RZLV down 8%. RDW down 8%. Huma down 8%. Playboy 8%. QBTS down 7%. Mobix down 7%. Jeez Louise. All right, we are seeing a reversal, but Bitcoin looking like it wants to flushy here, but we'll keep an eye on it. But we got a hammer here at the impulse, potentially another hammer on IWM, hammer on SPY. Just finding a mean reversion. That's all it's doing, guys. That's all it's doing. All right. All right, let's find some potential generational wealth here. So let's take a look at Ondas, which is going to be my favorite play. Selling off. I love this company. I absolutely love it, but I also like discounts. Promise you that. Let's clean this up a little bit. It's a little fuckery. It's a little dirty here. Let's clean up Ondas. This is my baby. My little baby. Shout out to Crispy Vast, CNC, whatever. I forget your username all the time, but who cares? It's all about making money. All right, good. We got the low. We got the high to the low. Looking good. Bing, bing, bing. All right, so we failed a 786. Juicy. We do have a harmonic here. Looks like a bat. If I remember, 786 is your sweet spot. Yeah, 786 is your sweet spot. We created a W. All right, let's get this going. Boom. Boom. Ooh, a bounce at the 382. That's a very, very strong ratio. Very, very powerful ratio here. Very powerful. If we somehow manage to get to $7 plus the supportive trend line here, I would absolutely just throw my cash at this support trend line here if you break below the 382, and essentially the 0.5 would be a nice area of support. This is also aligning with your parallel channel support line as well. So the $7 range would be a sweet spot. Would be a nice little sweet spot. We are breaking below the 5, 10, and 20 daily EMA engulfing candle. But if we find a bounce at 382, which is a very, very powerful ratio for a support bounce, that's great. But I would love this thing at $7. Hopefully going to tomorrow, we have more continuation to the downside. Your absolute pain, max pain, is going to be at the golden pocket, 644. Also lining with the 100 SMA rolling right underneath the candles. So golden pocket will be your absolute max pain if you're willing to wait. Hopefully we get to this level. This will be a very, very powerful support bounce as well with the 100 SMA. So let's see here. We do have layers, support trend line, daily channel, and the golden pocket, 644, 630 at the 100 SMA. I would throw my house probably at the golden pocket, but if it does bounce here, that's fine too. So we're going to monitor this, but we do have expectations here. Breaking below the RSI center line would also in line with the golden pocket ratio. The 0.5 is not an original Fibonacci area. Okay, 0.5 is not a strong Fibonacci area because humans, or at least the original creator, Fibonacci, forgot his full name, the 0.5 was not an original sequence number, okay? What's happening with Bitfarm? What's happening with Bitform? Well, the market's dumping, brother. 86.77. 86 taking a nice little profit here. I mean, in profit mode on, like I said, I was easing in here. I was easy in, baby. Easy in, baby. Easy in. Short it, short it, short it, short it, short, 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 short. Looks like another liquidation event here. Looks like it didn't want to even come back and test that bearish trend line. Wow, this is absolutely horrid. So on SPY, folks, on SPY, completely rejecting the bullish divergence here. Lovely. We'll take it. We'll freaking take it. SPY. If you notice, again, what does this look like, folks? Hopefully my pattern. Okay, what does this look like? What did I say? I said, I don't care about this, 786. Okay, this was a clean flush. I'm looking at 672 or essentially the golden pocket. Okay, and then price probably consolidate, run up a little bit, hit another support line next week, and then probably continuously flush. We'll see. We'll see. I did say in my stream, we're gonna flush below that. Absolutely. That was nothing. But we do have a measurement rule off of the descending scallop that I post. That is essentially around the golden pocket area. So 672.89. It's not biblical, but it gives you a nice idea. Like, hey, if we break key resistance line. Okay, essentially right there, boom. Actually, we actually came back here and tested at 642.43, and you failed it. Boom, flush it, measurement stick, high to the low, and then flush to the downside. What's happening with BITL? Again, it's just like overall market is dumping. Overall market is dumping. Overall market is dumping, baby. It's dumping. It's dumping. I'm watching ONDS. I'm watching it. I'm really hoping for a flush here. Honestly, I really want a flush. I really, really want a flush here on ONDS. And guys, let me say something to you guys. There is nothing wrong sitting on your hands today, folks. There is absolutely nothing wrong sitting on your hands today. Do not trade, all right? If you guys are not shorting, don't trade today. Don't be quick to put money in the market yet, because the overall macro trend is very bearish on SPY. There will be opportunities, I promise you that. There will be plenty of opportunities to get in, but right now the market is absolutely in a dumpster fire. All right? In a very much dumpster fire. Look at the pattern on the head and shoulders here. Higher shoulder, head, lower shoulder to the right. This is one of the best performing head and shoulders in the entire market, okay? But but the head and shoulders is leading up to a trend, okay? Leading up to a trend. What happened here is that we were somewhat choppy in a trend, okay? So those are other ways to identify certain pattern structures, but understanding that when you're making head and shoulders, you want to be leading up to a trend. So essentially something like this, where you have candles to the upside, right? This is just obviously a fake candle structure formation, but candles to the upside, forming the left shoulder, then eventually the head, all right? Eventually the head, then the right shoulder, blah, 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 whatever. The point is that you typically want to see head and shoulders when it's in the leading uptrend, not when it's in a choppy momentum, okay? But these are also choppy head and shoulders formation are not your best performing, but they're still a head and shoulders, still a bearish outline. Okay. All right. Bearish outlook, okay? So, beautiful to see here. Ondas, fine spread 382. Is it going to sustain? I don't know. I'm not a wizard, but I'm not going to hold that. Okay, I'm not going to hold that. If it comes back here, folks, 644, I mean, I'm pretty much throwing my house at Ondas at these lows. Like, I'm going to just buy Ondas at these lows, the golden pocket. I'm thinking, all right, let's take a look at the chat. Ed, what's happening on Bitform? I think Bitform just mentioned they have completed, upgraded to 400 million all in the United States. All about getting a deal now, but for now, time to get as much possible before it gets expensive. Is it really? Let me take a look at Ondas real quick. VIX, 10% up today, 10.3%. Guys, I want you to take a look at... Okay, guys, I really want you to pay attention to KSCP. Guys, look at KSCP. Market selling off, but we're not really flushing. We're not really flushing. This tells you something. All right, KSCP. This is telling you a story. KSCP might be a monster down the road. Keep an eye out on KSCP. Do not disregard this company. Look at this. Look at this. This is a small shitty cap stock. But again, look at the daily on KSCP. What do we know so far in terms of what we've been talking about all day today? Daily, okay, what do we know so far? All right, let me invert it for you. What do we know about KSCP? What is the formation happening on KSCP? Does anybody see it? Does anybody see it? Does anybody know what this looks like? If I just inverted the structure, does anybody know? This is the inverse, okay? I'm just inverting it for you to catch the trend, to see the trend potential upside or downside. But in terms of this structure, what do we have here? What is KSCP? This is the inverted version, guys. What do we have here? Is this a bearish or bullish chart? Is this a bearish or bullish chart? Does anybody know? Is this a bearish or bullish chart? Took the profit out for condo as a rental investment. Let someone pay the MTG down to do the investment all over again and buy another one. Nice edge. You're doing the, I mean, risk reward. So good stuff. I mean, you know, the game plan I did, bro, is when I get an MPF back, then shit started coming down when it went up sold at the highest. Nice. Nice. KSCP. Bearish or bullish chart. Okay. All right, we are finding bounce at the 382. We are finding bounce at 382. Why is everything not on auto? Like, why? All right, another. Why? All right, here's the bounce area. On spine IWM, the mean reversion's in. Make sure you have tight stop losses. Mean reversion's in. Let's see if they're going to continue running it or eventually puking it. Okay. Bought in BITF at 4. It's just waiting to get profit again. I mean, long term, yeah. If you're holding, for sure, buddy. For sure. That's for sure. 100%. 100%, brother. 100%. On this. Finding exactly 758 support bounce. Okay, I am still bearish in the market. I'm still bearish, but don't take it down, please. I won't. Look at Nightscope, guys. Look at this. I'm about to just fucking trade this thing. I'm about to trade this thing. Still bearish. Sitting on my hands. Not trading shit today. I took a small little position on Bitcoin. On the short side, it was nice tight stop losses. Nice and tight. Okay, brothers from another mother. I don't trust this bounce at the 382, but this is technically a profit target numero uno off of this harmonic completion. Okay, these are technically profit target numero uno off of this harmonic completion. All right, numero dos is right here at the golden pocket. Okay, if we flush the golden pocket, I am absolutely going to throw my house on Ondas. All right, I'm throwing my house on Ondas, and I'm not looking back. All right, I am not looking back at this zone. All right, I'm sitting on my hands, but this is a nice profit target numero uno off of this bearish trend. I am not holding back if it touches that golden pocket. Nvidia at 176.42. Finding a nice little bounce here, mean reversion, guys, but don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Don't get bull trapped. Don't get bull trapped. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't get bull trapped. Do not get bull trapped. Be very observant. Do not get bull. I like that call ad. What are you wanting for to pick up the phone and pick the call? Wait, what college ad? But don't take it down. Like that college ad. What are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and make the call. Oh, I remember that. Wow, that's bringing it back. Shit. I remember that. God, I'm. Man. All right, so guys, I'm fasting. I'm fasting, guys. What do you mean by bull trapped? Bull trapped? Bull trap is when people start dumping their money in at these lows and thinking price is coming back up, but essentially just finding a mean reversion. And now you have a bunch of bulls sitting up here, and then eventually a potential flush to the downside. That's bull trap because you are seeing a bullish candle here. That doesn't mean jack shit. You wait for a bunch of confirmation. People are throwing their money here. Wait for confirmation, and then you take the trade up or downside. But right now, you don't want to get bull trap. You got to wait for confirmation. That's what a bull trap is. When essentially you see something like this, oh, everything's coming back up. Oh yeah, boom, and then it's just hitting another rejection area, and then potentially another flush. That's bull trap. If you don't know how to observe short-term comings, you might get clapped. You might just get clapped. Okay, you might just get clapped. That's bull trap. All right, look at that bearish candle right now. Oh, speaking of the devil, is that a tweezer top? Oh my God, that's a tweezer top? Oh no, almost a tweezer. You can argue that's a tweezer top. Man, you can argue that's a tweezer top. Did we touch it ever? Let me see. No, it's just a lower high. Just a lower high, whatever. Almost a tweezer top, but very nice to see though. I thought it was a tweezer top. Very nice to see though. Almost. So that's bull trap right here. So you see this bearish engulfing. This is called a morning star. You printed a morning star, which is essentially a nice bullish candle or reversal. All right, but what's happening here is that now you just put money up here, right? Now you're down in your position, right? All right, you're just down. If you put money up here, let's say hypothetically, you see a morning star. You see this golfing candle, but is that really a confirmation to the upside? No, it's just people reacting off of this doji, people buying in, oh my God. But then you can just have people just flushing. I'm selling at the nice little bounce here and selling at another area of resistance. Could be resisted once here, 1, 2 here, again here. So it's just getting bull trap. Okay, you wait for confirmation. You don't take trades because of hoping. You take trades because of what? Confirmation. You break the trend. Okay, break trend. Where you find the key resistance on the micro level? Well, 681.32 roughly. All right, 681.32, break that, boom, boom, boom. Then hopefully you find a nice little bounce. But you are seeing a mean reversion on the RSI. So eventually price has to come back up. Okay, price has to come back up. But don't get bull trap. Do not get bull trap. This is on the 5-minute. Now, obviously, you higher time frames is what? More validity, more affirmation, much more stronger thesis. So we failed the RSI on the 4-hour. All right, if we come back up, all right, we come back up, we test that center line again and then flush. That is juicy. Got you. Cheers. No problem. That is juicy. I don't trust this little momentum yet. I don't trust it. 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 VIX still 7.63%. Oh, baby. I really am just waiting for Ondas to get to the golden pocket. And once you get to the golden pocket, I am going to buy the shit out of Ondas. I'm gonna buy the shit out of Ondas. I want the golden pocket. I'm not happy at the 382. I'm not. Even though that's the first profit target, I'm not. I'm really not. No, we fail that center line going into tomorrow. There's potentially more downside. And then the only key area that I find pivoting is at this pivot zone inside this box. So again, I'm keeping an eye on this. But this, no confidence yet to the upside. Not yet. The entire market is just reacting off of mean reversion with Bitcoin coming and selling off again. Oh, baby. Oh, this is glorious, dudes. This is glorious. Whoa, flushy, 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 IWM flushy. This is flushy, flushy. ¿Y qué tú haces? ¿Y tú no estás trabajando? Me hace falta, te quiero. Bye. Bye. Well, that was a girlfriend call. That was a girlfriend call. Bitcoin. Flushy, flushy. Ondas, please come down. Ondas, please, just come. Please. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit of hope here. We're gonna need a little bit of hope here. All right, there is the. That's what we need. We need Ondas to come here. All right, Ondas to come here. Profit target number 2 on the put side, and then find the reversal. All we want is Ondas down here, folks. Just. Okay? All we want is Ondas down there, folks. That's all we're asking. So I'm going to leave this here. Going into this week. Hopefully we find more continuation to the downside. Oh boy, oh boy. So at KSCP, again, guys, I'm telling you. The structure on KSCP is very bullish. It's bullish, 4% on the day right now. KSCP, do not sleep on this. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh shit. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 886. 886 with the 2. 886. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Keep an eye on KSCP, folks. Keep an eye on KSCP. Keep an eye on KSCP. All right, we have a real body candle closing inside the 236,491. Real body candle closing on the 236 Fibonacci area. And that's very bullish. And if we turn on the EMAs, what do we have rolling up? Oh, that's right. That's right. You got, let me lower the opacity here. Oh, that's right. You have the 5, the 10, and the 20 acting as what? Support. And you have real body candle closing above the 236. Well, that's very bullish. Bullish. You rejected the 50 SMA. Cool. Cool. But again, this structure, a low, a higher low. Wow. Hold my hand, Jack, and don't let go. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more. And what you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more. Bam, bam, bum, bum, bam, bum, 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 bum. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. No, God damn it! Now you got that fucking song in my head. Now you got that fucking song in my head. All right, I Spy and IWM. Nothing yet. I don't. That doesn't really give me any confidence yet. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Why do you got that song in my head, bro? Why? Fuck you, man. All right, so IWM hitting that 236. The 382, 253. Let's see if it's gonna revert, bounce off here or reject here. IWM. All right, IWM. All right, Bitcoin 87.3. VIX coming down. Let's go. Waiting on confirmation. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. 498 on KSCP. Again, KSCP is doing what? KSCP is doing what, folks? Is doing what, folks? Higher low. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Higher low. Don't sleep on this shitter. Macro is still bearish to me. I'm not concerned here. Still bearish. I'm not really concerned at all. Oh boy. Can you imagine some sort of news that, we officially started a fight with Venezuela officially? Officially, right? I'm not eating anything today. I'm fasting, folks. I'm fasting. This is going to be so hard to do, man. Oh, boy. So hard to do. All right, folks. So keep an eye on KSCP. Why? Real body candles again closing inside the 236. This is looking really good. Higher low. Off of this peak low here, higher low structure, and now essentially you just keep finding higher highs and higher lows. Short term, very good. Very, very good. Well, everybody's fearing like, oh, it's a shitty stock. Well, not yet. It's not a shitty stock yet. I don't see it break below the EMAs. Okay, I don't see it break below the EMAs. Now, eventually, you're going to have to back test that 236, but so far, so good. Okay, so it looks like that 382 rejection here so far on IWM. Let's see the 15-minute. 15 minutes still finding a little bit of a bearish momentum here. The 382, 253, 336 is the confirmation you're waiting on either green or red on the hourly. On what? Unfinished business. Is the confirmation you're waiting for which one? I'm sorry, because I was talking. On what? On what ticker? Are we talking about IWM or SPY? What are we doing? Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more on Bitcoin. On the confirmation, actually, it's not even on this chart. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. What was I looking for? So right here. So it's finding a mean. So once you had a breakout at the valley peak, right? Most times price wants to confirm the breakout. So essentially what it normally does, sometimes, not all the time, it just wants to come back, roll up again. You are creating bullish divergences. So it is confirmed here so far. It's creating bullish class A divergences, mean reversion, upside potential to the upside. And then 88,134 is a nice area to retest the breakout. And if it fails that breakout, you're absolutely going to get a fucking flush. All right, in most cases. So look at the RSI center line as well. Rejection, never got to it. Breakout, then you retested it, and then you failed. All right, well, if price wants to come back and retest that center line, I mean, that trend line, boom, that's going to be your center line on the RSI. Fail it, boom, flush and make another lower low, lower high. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. Wow, there's so much shit on my charts. Jesus Christ. Class A bullish divvy. So we never really tested that trend line here. So we can let go of this. Now you're another lower high. Wall is this one, 88,134. Bullish divvies printing right now. Good to see. Great. Fucking fantastico. Uno, dos, tres. What time is it? It's only 10:50. Jesus. Nvidia 177 spinning top here. I still think we still can get more to the downside. More to the downside. More to the downside. Maybe not today. Maybe. Maybe not today. Maybe. We have a lot of bearish catalysts. We don't even have data, folks. Like, we're not getting data, if you guys recall. We're not getting data. We're not getting shit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Everything's moving on up. Everybody's buying. Oh, this is a great time to buy. Everything's sold off. Buy at a discount. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just still wouldn't trust this market. I just don't trust this this move. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I'm sticking to my guns. 501 here on KSCP. KSCP. Wow. Beautiful. 5% on KSCP. Let me go ahead and go back on some of these trading platforms. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, no more. Oh, YouTube is also, I want to hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more. Wow, KSCP 502. I expect one more flush. Just flush the shit out of it already. Please just flush. One more. 502 KSCP. Ay, Dios, I'm so fucking tired. IWM rejecting 382, 253, 36. Uh-oh. One more little flush. There it is. Come on, baby. How many times are you touching that 382 before you actually fail it? Oh, yes. 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 There it is. There it is. Rejection. Go. Keep going. Just keep going. Flush it, flush it, flush it. One more. Keep going. Fail the center. Let's go. Fail it. Yes. Come on. Go. Booyah. Booyah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Fucking flush, dude. Please keep coming. Yes. Booyah. Bull trapped. VIX pumping up again. Did y'all see that? Who saw that? I saw it. Did you see it? Oh my God. This is grand. This is so fucking grand, dude. Stop it. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Stop it. There's no calls. Stop it. Stop it. All right, Rocket Lab coming down 56. Photonics 36.35 down. Actually, it's up 0.1. All right, Velo. Ooh, actually, oh shit. I totally forgot about Velo. This is a ticker to fuck around and find out. And actually, stupid me for not even charting this thing. I might actually have to start switching it up a little bit here. All right, let's see. Did we touch a 382? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Wow. Wow, that was a 15% jump. A 15 profit target off of this harmonic. Whoa, I think I drew a bat earlier. Yesterday. I gotta double check. Was it yesterday? Let me double check my it's actually 886. Yeah, but this wasn't. That was a crazy one. So 382. Right at the bounce. That was a 15% jump. Wow. Oh my God. Again? Oh no. Oh no. Bull trappy question mark? Are they really doing this again? Okay, CP holding the line 5.5% on the day. Guys, you can't make this shit up. This small cap is still holding the line here. Lower high. Higher low, excuse me. Higher low. Higher low. Wow, I can't eat today. I can't believe I can't eat today. This is crazy. I cannot eat today. It feels good to be sitting on my hands. All right, they can like this is probably a RZLV. I'm getting indicators. I'm getting alerts right now. Hold up, 1 second. RZLV. What's going on with RZLV? Oh. Aha. All right, so I have an indicator target off of this harmonic at 190. I doubt it'll get there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, but it's at the golden pocket at 236. I mean at the 236, $2.36. Whoops, at the golden pocket. Now technically it likes to bounce most cases. Price likes to bounce at the golden pocket. So keep an eye out on this ticker. Eventually we're gonna catch the wave. It's still not done selling off on the. Let me see the daily real quick. Are we deep in the bear zone? Oh shit, we are. Ooh, okay, so this wants to bounce at the golden pocket. Oh yeah, it wants to bounce. It wants to bounce. The oscillator is still telling me we can still have more room to the downside. Oscillators are still telling me more room to the downside, so we'll monitor this. We'll monitor this. So it looks like the 198 to 236 seems to be an area of interest here, right at the completion point. We'll figure it out. Making pancakes. Aiken. Who's making pancakes? You are? Nice. If that's what you were meaning. I'm sitting on my hands today, folks. Just pleasantly sitting on my hands, accumulating. Oh, baby. Okay, this fucking fly mosquito. All right, let's take a round of a trip on our small caps here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have another alert system here, another alert at 222 on RZLV. Let's go ahead and cancel some other ones that we were in playing. Okay, why am I getting bitten? I'm getting destroyed here on my leg is getting destroyed by mosquitoes. It's getting destroyed again. Nothing's giving me bullish indicators yet. Nothing is giving me bullish indicators yet. All right, let's go ahead and take a round trip at some of the bullish harmonics that we had drawing. All right, let's see. Do we have any harmonics on? Pulling up the main chart. All right, let's see what's happening with BBAI. Oh my Lord Jesus. Never even got to that harmonic completion. Oh my Lord. It completely collapsed. It completely... What the is happening? There it is. Wow. It failed miserably at that 703. 703 was your failure point. Look at that. Boom. Never got there. Never ever got there. So we're going to delete the harmonic here. All right. Wow. Okay, Mosquito. I heard you, bro. I got you. Like, stop biting me, bro. Jesus Christ. What was the harmonic off of that high? Let me see something here. That's a bat. Okay, so that's inevitably a shark. We've got the A lower than the C leg. Yeah, that was a 4. Okay, so the 886. Okay, I see why. So the 886 was up here. That's why. Okay, so it failed the 7 mark. So if it broke the 7, then up we go. But it failed it. All right, that makes sense. All right, so look at that. So we failed the 382 on IWM. This is why it's great to sit on your hands, wait for confirmation, and thus we are completely crashing again. Or essentially making lower highs and lower lows. How's the chat doing? How you guys doing, folks? How's the chat? How are you guys doing, brothers? How are you guys doing? What tickers are you guys looking at? What tickers are you guys looking at? Bitcoin making looks like it wants to continue flushing here. It wants to continue flushing here. Wall after wall after wall. Oh, baby. Sitting on your hands. There's nothing wrong. Not trading today, folks. Absolutely nothing wrong. But don't get clapped. Don't get bull trapped. Is there a fly now? Mosquito now eating my other leg? Hold up, folks. This is disgusting. Guys, I have a gecko in my room. There is a gecko in my room, and it's a pet. I have 2 geckos, actually. Common house geckos. I have 2 common house geckos. I Googled it. That's what they're called. Common house geckos. They're great for pesticide control. Pest control. Pests control. And I don't know what I'm going to name them yet. But they're absolutely great to have. Okay? Absolutely great to have. All right, folks. What's happening here? What are we doing? You guys good? Are you guys sleeping well? You guys printing money? You guys not making money? What happened? VIX 1685 up 7% here. All right, we are seeing SPY printing a doji, a Morningstar doji. Also IWM, a Morningstar doji. These are very bullish reversal candles, but again, we have 56 minutes left. Anything can happen, but so far those are Morningstar dojis, and those are powerful reversal candles. Again, 56 minutes left to print, but psychologically speaking, for anybody, any traders out there, they see a Morningstar doji, that's a very, very bullish candle structure, or bullish forming. Okay, bullish candle, excuse me. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Baby, oh baby. RZLV, 8% still. I'm still keeping an eye on this golden pocket. Off this alt bat. Okay, off the alt bat. All right, let's go ahead and cancel some of these. All right, so let's cancel that. RZLV, we still have yet to hit our target. LPTH, No, this is canceled. We don't need LPTH now. So LPTH, still a lot more upside though. Just not right now. BLNE. Oh yeah. Oh yes. BLNE fallen. Left shoulder higher than the right shoulder. Best performing head and shoulder potential, especially on the 3-day time frame. That's a very clean indicator that more downside potential is about to pan out. So we can cancel BLNE, APPS. Another one. Ooh, wait a minute. Did we hit our target? No, almost. It was off by 3%. So we can cancel APPS. HIMS. Wow. Hit our target. Made the rounds. Wow, look at that beautiful. Wow. Okay, so this one's a hit. We can officially cancel that one. That's a hit. Right at that 8 finisher. Bull. Oh, yes. So this one is on my radar. Bull is on my radar, folks. It is 100% on my radar. Now touching that. Oh, my God. What? It touched the 1? Whoa. Bearish engulfing. That is massive. Evening star on the 3-day. What was the daily on that? Oh, wow. A bearish harami. Once you broke 962, it completely collapsed. Wow. Yeah, but there's bull is still very much very bullish on my end. Oh shit, I got a text message. Alrighty then. Morning Star on SPY and IWM. Again, bullish potential reversal. Wait, what? Chat disconnected. Wait, what happened? What happened? Morning Star. Looking good. I'm still not content though. Looks like IWM wants to come and retest that 382 rejection line. Mean reversion. Then eventually come back down. Apparently I had a disconnect error. Alright, Nvidia 177.65, Under Armour 411. Oh yeah, actually UA 411. Oh man, if it actually fails that again, that's gonna be bad. So it's got to really break for 47 to get some things rolling in here. All right, Bitcoin 87.1. Nvidia 177.5. Uno. And again, KSCP 5% here. Five one. Man, bull does look good here. And I like bull. I absolutely love bull. But does the price still justify the exhaustion here? All right, so pounds at the 0.5. There it is. That's where we're locked in. We're going to lock this ratio right here. Boom. God, my fucking... Right at that 0.5. I don't trust that. I still think we can flush to the golden pocket. All right. I don't trust the 0.5. The 0.5 doesn't mean shit. I like the golden pocket. Yep, there it is. Yep. 5, 10, and 20 EMA acting as resistance. So even if we get up here, we have a lot of issues going on. Right there, price action. Fail it, fail it, fail it, then hopefully bounce here. Consolidate, and then run up. Let's see. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Golden pocket. Waiting for the golden pocket on bull. All right, spinning tops here on IWM and SPY. From a morning star to spinning top. We had a morning doji star, but that doesn't mean shit. Small time frames, 1 hour. Could be a fake out, breakout, bull trap. No way, Jose. Nvidia, 177.59. Onda, 788. I'm still sitting on my hands, baby. 501, lower, higher, low on KSCP. And one of the beautiful things about KSCP, again, we are finding real body candles above the 236. 236, be mindful. Real body closure at the 236 is a very good sign going into today. 4 hours and 48 minutes left to print that candle. But that is a very bullish sign. But it really depends on the macro. SPY and IWM, are we going to sell off? VIX 1669 sitting nice and tight there. 50% of the previous engulfing bar. And if we fail that, cool. But if we bounce there, yikes. If we bounce from there, bros, that's a bearish harami. But you never broke structure yet. You're still above the 50% of this bullish engulfing. Let's see what happens. It's only 1670, really? That's where we're at. All right, so look at that morning star printing again. Morning doji, and that could completely be a bearish engulfing coming down to 0.5251. So let's see here. RSI still below center line on the 1 hour. Bearish until proven else. I am fasting, and I'm probably going to go crazy in about 30 minutes. I'm probably going to go crazy in the next 30 minutes because I am hungry as shit, and I have to control my impulse. I have to control my eating impulse. I'm fasting, folks, so I might get crazy in 30 minutes. I might just go crazy in 30 minutes. I am starving right now. Oh my God. I'm getting like, like a crackhead that needs his drugs. I'm feeling like that with food. But I can't eat. Oh my God, this is bad. Anybody else fasts? Am I the only one? I am the only one. Okay. Good to know. Still sip on black coffee. Milo Dog 314. Yeah, you're not wrong. I also, what I do on the side is also I do water with lemon. Lemon, the green ones. Is that lemon or lime? I don't really know the difference. But anyway, I do water with lemon, and it helps substantiate the impulse of eating because of that taste, that acidic taste. But that's actually not a bad idea. But right now I'm having impulses right now. Like I'm like fucking flinching. But that's a good tip. Also, I never thought about black coffee. I usually pour it with milk, when I was fasting back in the day. But I have to go make coffee and then water with lemon. I am starving right now. You see me like making, like I'm fucking, like I'm hitting the table. I am forcing myself not to eat right now. Take up chewy tobacco. I smoked cigarettes one time in my life when I was like 24, and I hated it, and I never smoked since. So I don't like taste of tobacco. I just hate tobacco. Not a fan of tobacco. I don't even drink. The last time I drank was about a couple weeks ago. I don't like drinking too much. But definitely tobacco's not my favorite thing to do. All right, VIX breaking below the 50 bar here. Confirmation. Still 14 minutes left on this candle. And if it breaks below that, okay, well, you know, you get the idea. VIX down, markets up. VIX up, markets down. Pretty much the gist of it. All right, so wait for confirmation. We still have 13 minutes, 14 minutes left to close this candle, and so much more, okay? Market's looking flat. Small caps not really giving me confidence here. It's just like whatever right now. It's like whatever. Again, morning doji star on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Again, that is a very bullish candle. Very bullish candle, reversal potential. And that'll also add confluence to the bullish divergence on Bitcoin as well in the 1 hour. I took up mead making. A little hobby. MEAD. I never heard of that. What the hell is that? Let me go ahead and Google it. What the hell is mead making? Adam and Eve double top bearish. Retest. Alesmo. Very, very good. 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 Here's the kicker. Look at the price. Look at the price. Alesmo. All right. Alesmo with the fucking TA, guys. Look at what one of my Discord members. Oh man, that's a great chart. I like that. All right, folks, look at this. Look at this. You guys ready for this? Look what one of my Discord members posted. He's probably not watching the stream right now. This is Adam and Eve double top equals bearish. Double top equals bearish retest on the daily time frame on KSCP. KSCP, as you see right there. Let's see if he notices this formation was the inverse chart of that pattern. And that means it's very bullish. Did you guys catch that? 1375. Oh, that's a good. Get on. But very awesome. Very awesome TA. Very, very awesome TA. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. This guy, this is how you catch winners. This is how you catch winner, 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 chicken dinner. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me turn off everything. One of my Discord members, I posted a chart of KSCP. Look what he wrote. That is fucking awesome. RSI shows is going up, no? Milo Dog, there it is. Bingo bango. Bingo fucking bango. What is KSCP telling you? This is Adam and Eve double top bearish. Okay. But the thing is, I flipped the chart. It is absolutely one of the most disgusting patterns you don't want to see on a chart if you're playing calls and shares, but I flipped the chart. So if it's an Adam and Eve double top, uh-oh. That's the inverse of the Adam and Eve double top. This is called the Adam and Eve double bottom, or Adam and Eve bottom. Ooh, KSCP, and this is how you catch winners. This is how you catch winners. Buying at the lows. Wait for confirmation if you do see it, because confirmation breakout is going to be absolutely at the rejection area. That's been rejecting most. I'm going to save this chart, actually, and I'm going to post that chart. Okay, look at this. Your confirmation is breaking above the 382. It's been a key area of not only consolidations, but also a resistance and support. You break above the 382, 564 on KSCP. Guys, there's nothing but up only. Okay, up only. If you take the measurement rule off an Adam and Eve bottom, boy, oh boy, this is how you find confluence to the upside. Whoa, that was a great TA from Mr. Ellison. Mr. Ellison, or Ellison, whatever the fuck his name is. Ellison, good shit, brother. Love it. Very, very, very good. I love seeing members chart shit. Adam and Eve, very, oh man, that got me excited. Good stuff. I love that. Yo, Ellison, are you in here? Permission to post this on my Twitter. You cool with that? Permission to post it on my Twitter, and I'll tag you. Let me know if I can post it. I love seeing charts from different members. I don't care how many ways you get to the objective. I just love seeing charts. Thank you, brother. Absolutely amazing. Great fucking chart. Great thesis, bro. Absolutely great, dude. That makes me happy. KSCP posted the inverse chart on this ticker as if the chart was bearish or bullish. Member comes back with this. What great TA. Great TA. And Eve. Double bottom. Very, very nice. Check history for more details. Wow. I absolutely love it, brother. That is great. I'm actually I'm posting up the TA as we speak. Hold up. All right, we're checking IWM, SPY, and NVIDIA catching a nice little bit, but that doesn't mean jack shit. Doesn't mean anything to me. Really don't give a shit about that. So I'm just posting some stuff here. And asked if it was bearish below. Member replied, great TA and definitely double bottom. The inverse chart confirmation came from. Check history for details. On Adam, double bottom, and the inverse chart confirmation came. Oh man, that was pretty fucking cool. Wait, generate 10 hashtags. I like that. Very good shit, bro. I love that. Absolutely love it. That's great, dude. Double top. So I'll wait to post. Happy holidays, everyone. Let's get this money. What up, Paul? Is it Paul? No, another day, another trade. Whoops. All right, here we go. IWM again, 253, 382. I'm going to save the draft on KSCP. I'll probably post it later on the day or tomorrow. Very good. Very, very good TA, brother. I like that. All right, so this is just finding a meme reversion. Morningstar on Bitcoin printing. Morningstar on Bitcoin printing. Not a doji yet. All right, we are finding a little bounce here. So let's see if IWM wants to come and clap up to the 382, 252, 36, where we have been a scene or yeah. I remember you, bro. Come on. You know damn well I remember you because I always ask you, come on, bro. Like, get on the Discord. Again, we are seeing lower highs in terms of the 5-minute candle structure on IWM, lower high, and if it wants to retest at 382, well, you know what, that's fine, but it's been a very clean area of rejection in the small time frame. We have 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 4, 5 rejection, 6 rejection, 7, 8 more. 7, 8 more. Are we gonna get to 382? We'll figure it out, but that would be like what, a triple top? Who cares? The trend is still bearish. Nothing's giving me hope. The trend is still bearish until the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, folks. All right, everything's still bearish. All right, VIX volatility coming down. VIX coming down. So it broke below the 50% of this engulfing bar. Let me see if you guys can see it on the 1 hour. We broke below the 50% of that bar. 1663 coming down. We still have 2 minutes to print that candle. We'll figure it out as time goes, but still bearish until price action hits that 382 and above. I don't really see any bullishness coming into this. Sitting on my hands, not trading today. Sitting on my hands. Took a small position on a short side on Bitcoin. In profit. Very small. I'm gonna wait for this to come hit a trend line. If it rejects that, I'm gonna ease in even more. Put a nice bigger lot size. A lot bigger lot size. God damn it, I really like this. I love this, actually. This is clean. Absolutely. I do like how you Adam and Eve. Eve follows Adam. I really like these little small tests, these texts. And look at that. The retest is what got that's what gets me right there, dude. So shout out to the Discord member for following up again with the chart I posted on the Discord, and he came back. And this is the inverted version of KSCP. This is just great. So if it's bearish on the inverse, again, for the psychological side of things, if it's bearish on the inverse, then it is absolutely positive on the normal side of things. Absolutely normal. Bullish as fuck. And Confluence again, 236 with a long-legged doji printing on the daily. That's very good. above the 236 real body candle. That's very good. We have a lot of positivity. So if you're a confirmation guy, we'll wait to break above the 382. But if you want to take that risk, buying at these lows, knock yourself out at these lows. There's a lot of risk entering at these lows, but it could be a nice, more potential gain to the upside. Now, if you take a risk down here, let's say roughly you take that trade, that's a 44% trade to that finish harmonic. If we break above the 382, right? If you want to wait at the 382 breakout, well then wait there. Roughly get in that trade, whatever, 25%. 25%. Really depends on your tolerance. Really depends on your tolerance. But man, I do love me some charts. Oh no, look at that. IWM rejecting again. Whoa-oh. Uh-oh. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. Lower high, lower high. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend till the end of the trend. Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin still bearish. Oh, Bitcoin's very bearish. Nvidia printing a doji star. Oh, that's a evening star. Oh, evening fucking star. Oh, bearish on the trend line. Oh, we're just coming down. Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Identifying continuation trend, folks. And that's not good. All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes. Wow. Look at the beautifulness. I think we might need another, wow. Man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It feels good sitting on your hands. Oh my God. Everything's flushy. Nvidia coming down 177. Absolutely getting gnawed here. So you definitely have to have Nvidia, IWM, SPY, and Bitcoin all up, and the VIX. Like literally, these are your catalysts. Like these are your telltale signs, folks. You gotta have these. You gotta have these guys up. You gotta have them up. Every single one of them is gonna be a leading indicator, or a leading ticker. You gotta have them up. And again, Nvidia flushing. Now let's do that same scenario on KSCP, and we're going to do the inverse on SPY. We're going to do the inverse of SPY. You guys ready for this? This is a nice little exercise. Nice little exercise. Let's get rid of all this bullshit. We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of that. We're not going to get rid of that. Actually, we're just going to do this. Let's turn off the Fibonacci's. We don't need that as well. Let's go ahead and flip SPY all over. All right. This is the inverse of SPY. This is the inverse of SPY. Does anybody see anything? If I were to flip SPY all over, what do we see here, folks? What do we see here, folks? What do we see here? Oh. Do we see anything here on SPY? Does anybody know what SPY is doing right now? Flag thinging. Almost. Oh, I do like that, though. I like that answer. He goes flag thinging. Very, very good answer, but any answer is correct. But look, you're printing what? Bullish A divergences on SPY. Okay? Bullish A divergences. Now, this is obviously, this is bullish divergences here on SPY as we speak. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not crazy. God, it's a little bit more confusing because it's inverse. So let me actually inverse this 1 second. Hold on. Let me just double check. It can't be bullish A because this is the inverse, but in theory, this is a bullish A divergence where you're making lower lows and lower highs, or lower lows here. But the RSI, it's not flipped. Can I flip the RSI? Hold on. Let me see if I can flip the RSI. I can't flip the RSI. I can't. I'm clicking on the RSI. I don't think I could do it. No, I can't do it. Fuck. I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck. Okay. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So, look, this would be hidden bullish divergence. Or hidden bearish divergence. Let me see if I can try and do it on this end here. I don't know how to explain. Like, this would be, look, I'm gonna show you guys. Watch. I know it's gonna be confusing as shit, but look, this is what I'm seeing. Look, this is hidden bullish divs. Or hidden bearish divs, excuse me. Look. Right? But it's inverse. But it's not technically hidden. It's not hidden. It would be hard to explain this. Like sure, lower lows, but then you have RSI making higher highs, right? But it's the inverse. It's so fucking weird. Even I'm getting like dyslexia here. Fucking dyslexia. Weird. But it's nice to see confluence. It's weird. I guess it's good to see them on short time frames, essentially. All right. All right, so we still have a head and shoulders formation still printing here. So that's not gone, right? That's not gone on SPY. Absolutely not gone on SPY. That is still intact here. Head and shoulders on SPY. Lovely, lovely, love. And this is your best performing head and shoulders. Left shoulder higher than the right shoulder. And looking fancy. Looking fancy. Ooh, inverted hammer on the 1 hour. That's not good. If we come back to 666, dude, that is going to be crazy. That's going to be fucking... I do have it. Wait a minute. Hold up. There is a potential shark harmonic here. No, that's too steep. Let me see if it's actually at least a... No, it's not a 618. 618 is your max pain here. Let's see if we can catch a harmonic here on the 4 hour. Let me see. I think we can catch one here. Hold up. It's going to be... Nope. 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 Nothing. Nothing. So we're just strictly pattern recognized here. Looks good though. Looks good. We still have this ascending scallop measurement rule that we are still sticking with, okay? So if you fail that, which we are, look at that rejection off that inverted hammer. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clean. Okay, let me make this clean. It's the full body closure that we have to worry about right there. Once you failed that 682.67 on SPY, that's your measurement rule. And I spoke on this earlier, pre-market, folks. Okay? 672.49, and I think that's where the golden pocket is. Let's just go ahead and redraw the fib levels because I kind of did delete it. Is that the golden pocket? Where the fuck was it? I actually had a golden pocket. Oh, I see where we are. I see on the daily. I think it was. Let me go ahead and flip it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we take the fib from the high to the low. There it is. So roughly around the golden pocket. So 672.49 is the measurement rule. We'll leave that there. All right. And we're going to make it more lighter. We're going to turn that right there. And then we're just going to lock this Fibonacci level here. So if price does get to the golden pocket, if it even wicks at 672, that's fine. Let me lock this Fibonacci ratio so I don't delete it ever again. But the head and shoulder is intact. It's sending scallop. Beautiful. Everything's still bearish. Nothing's really giving me positive vibes. All EMAs are above candle price action. RSI is failing to break above the center line on the 1 hour. Everything is still intact to the bear side. Everything is still intact to the bear side. All right, I'm going to post this image. And that's what the bearish bullish. Remember, great to hear them double top on the inverse chart. Bearish, but it's inverse, so bullish. Confirmation breakout. Good job. You know who you are. Very good. Very, very fucking good. I posted the pattern. Very, very, very awesome TA. Shout out to fucking what's his name? Shout out to fucking Alesmo. Shout out to fucking Alesmo, dude. 200. CLYM. This guy likes to CLYM. Why is I have another? Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. I would never. Jesus. JSM, brother. What are we doing here, brother? I wouldn't. Wait a minute. Wow. This is probably the most cleanest cup and handle I've seen in a very long. This is a textbook cup and handle I've seen in a very, very, wow. This is literally one of the most cleanest cup and handles I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Let me get rid of all the noise. The cleanest cup and handle I have seen in a very, very, very long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it from the peak. Let's take it from this. That's the cup. From the valley. I mean, from left lip to the right lip. And that is your measurement rule. And look how defined that cup and handle formation is. That measurement rule, cup and handle break. Look at that measurement rule. Exactly at the breakout. Look at that. Exactly. The measurement rule is aligned with the breakout rejection. At least we're finding rejection here. So, holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful measurement confluence. See how? Right at the measuring stick. The finisher. Isn't that fucking cool? Cool, eh, guys? Cool, eh? Cool, eh? Cool, eh? Cool, eh? Look at that. Russell. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Again, another rejection. Another rejection. Lower highs. Failing triple top. Triple top with a lower high bearish trend. Continuation to the downside. Nothing's really breaking, folks. Bearish is intact. Lovely. Look at that, folks. Beautiful. 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 Very, very nice. Very, very. Oh my God. Hey. Nakashatra. God damn, she's fucking hot. Anyway, she's gorgeous. That's right. Bitcoin coming down. Okay, long-legged doji. Printing, or essentially Morningstar again. Morningstars can be long-legged dojis at the impulse. Is it the impulse? We don't know yet. Okay, we still gotta wait. Overall market is very bearish. Very, very bearish. And let me just post this on Discord over here. Target hit. Oh. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Bingo, bango. Still bearish. Nothing's broken yet, baby. Mean reversion here on Bitcoin. Nice little morning star. Potential reversal. Is it? Okay, well, just going to hit another bearish trend line. Sitting on my hands because you know what? We're confirmation trader. We're trend trader, folks. We are not trading on emotions. We trade on confluence, baby. Let's bring everything down. Bring it down. Flush it. We need the discounts. We need the discounts, baby. I really want ONDS to really fucking flush. Not gonna lie. SPY coming down more. Let's go. Okay, so SPY now hitting. Let me see the level that we have here. Let me turn off the Heiken Ashi. Let's go back to regular candle structures. Bingo bango. Oh. I don't know who's getting clapped here. All right, just sit on your hands and wait for confirmation. Like, who the f is trading here? Who the f is trading here? Oh, baby, baby, baby. IWM is coming to the 0.5. Just remember that's not an official ratio on the Fibonacci. It's technically a fake ratio. So you wait for this to eventually break. If it does, then hit the golden pocket. An IWM. An IWM. You come down to SPY. Break below 679.20. Flush the shit out of it and then confirm the trend to the golden pocket. SPY. Oh, SPY. Such a bullish chart on the inverse side. Looks like inverted head and shoulders on SPY. Do we trade the trend to the call or put side? If you were a betting man, would you put calls on this chart? I think you would, but sadly, it's the inverse. So you play puts, not financial advice. Bingo bango, bingo bango. I say you want Ondas to flush down. Let's say if it did, would that mean the move upward in the stock has ended though? So it was hidden divergence for SPY, had to rewind a couple times. The thing with the hidden divergence on SPY, it's like how do I explain this to you? So look at the 4 hour. I'll get to your question, Milo. Because even I got confused, like almost dyslexia confused, right? So if you just draw the trend line, right? Look at this. All right. So how do you capture? Where was it? Was it the 1 hour that I had it? Where is it? Where was it? Where was it? Was it the 1 minute time frame that I had it? No, it wasn't the 1 minute time frame. Where the fuck was it? Is this inverse though? 678. Yeah, this is still inverse. Whoops. Oh my god, this is so bad. Let's go back. Where was the hidden? Was it on the, where did I find it? Was it on the daily? Yeah, it was on the daily. Okay. Oh my god. Whoops. What did I do? There we go. Inverse. No. Inverse. There we go. All right. Typically when you see this, it's making divergences in theory. But the RSI is not flipping. So I can't really invert. Let me see if I can inverse it. Hold up. It's not, you can't. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I want to flip this. I want to flip it. Because if you're making bearish divergences on the upper end, you're making what? Lower highs. But at the RSI is making what? Higher highs. Right? That was hidden bearish divergences. But the problem is like, I don't know if you can actually use this as an indicator. Like, you know, draw it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But typically on bearish divergence, hidden is when you're making price actions, making lower highs on the chart, if you on the regular chart. But the RSI is making higher highs, in which essentially that's what it is: higher highs, lower highs. But this is the inverse, so I don't know. This is not divergences from a regular chart perspective. There's no divergences here. But if you inverse it, there's absolutely divergences, 1000% hidden bearish divergences. But I don't know if you can utilize that information. But it is panning out. In theory, lower highs, and then RSI making higher highs, in theory. No, and obviously not right now, but this was hidden bearish divergences from a very interesting perspective. Look at this, and I'll even get the hidden divergences going. This is why I was like mind fucked. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Here, let me get the hidden bearish divergences again. So look, hidden bearish divergences from the top end of the SPY action. Lower highs. But the RSI made higher highs. But again, this is the inverse. There is no divergences from this perspective. It's just price action doing exactly what it's doing, like regular price. But the inverse of that is fucking crazy. Like, that's kind of freaky, though. Right? That's so freaky. That's hidden bearish divs on SPY, dude. Like, that's fucking freaky, man. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm actually going to start, like, I have to do a little bit more. I have to, like, really start looking into this. Like, wait a minute. Can this actually be used? Can this actually be used? I don't know. But so far, it's panning out. It's panning out perfectly. The hidden bearish divs, the inverse of it, right? This is still the top end on SPY. Inversely, there's no bearish divs. Hola, mi amor.
¿Cómo estás?
Aquí trabajando. ¿Y tú?
Aquí almorzando.
Whoa. Something happening, folks. Something's happening here. What happened? Did we get some sort of news? Whoa. SPY and IWM. Moving. What happened here? What is this? Whoa, did we get some sort of news? Hold on, let me go check. Let me go check, guys. Hold up. What is this? Is this news? Somebody check. Ondas, moving on up here. Let me go check the news. Let me check news. Breaking. No, that's not news. FBI announced the arrest of 4 individuals linked to a pro-Palestinian. No. Trump has said the United States. Okay, here we go. We'll start making strike and land on. Oh my God. Okay, that's not good news. All right, Trump has said that the United States will start striking land in Venezuela, guys. Okay, that's not good news. JPM, our Radex pricing. Trump has said. Radex, JPM. On that's 51 minute trading, 91 minute. Oh yeah, okay. Dude, what is that news? I think that's news, but then overall, Trump wants to strike land on Venezuela. So I'm sitting on my hands today. I'm not trading shit. I'm being very, very, I'm protecting myself going into tomorrow. Market's moving on up. Ciao, my love. Market's moving. Is this some sort of is this just some sort of bullish reaction? I mean, what is this? A bullish reaction, just a regular order flow? If it is, well, we still have this bearish trend line. We still have to break above and then confirm. Does anybody have news out here? Does anybody have news? I feel like that was like a news pump. That was a news pump. Look at the VIX dropping. Drop it. Drop it. Dude, this whole SPY inverse thing really has me going. Because in theory, like, can you also use the inverse method finding divergences, right? Like, dude, this is what freaks me out. This is what freaks me the fuck out. Can I actually utilize this information? And is it valid? It's got the lower highs, top end of SPY, but the higher highs on RSI. That's literally what's happening. Where hidden bearish divergence and hidden bearish and bullish divergence are very hard to spot. Sometimes they're rare to find. Right? Bitcoin actually had a bullish hidden divergences. I'm just still kind of shocked how accurate this is, right? Right? So interesting. So interesting. Like, I just found like a new method to trade. Like, is this valid, right? It's so interesting. So interesting. I don't know. I find that really interesting, to say the least. That's the only way you can get hidden divergences. Hidden. But it's panning out nicely. It's panning out fucking nicely. I might be the only one observing this right now. Understanding SPY structure. Just using the like, this is crazy. Anyway, whatever. Probably. Wow, look at that pump and dump. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. Dude, this is so bad. This is so fucking bad, dudes. Okay, so let me just do a little bit more homework on this. All right, let's continue to observe SPY inversely, right? So we do have hidden bearish divergences on SPY from the top end making lower highs, but then the RSI is making higher highs, right? Let's continue to observe this, right? All right, what other patterns do we see on SPY? Okay, oh my God, no fucking way. Oh God. Uh-oh. Oh shit. No. No. No, that's not true. No, that can't happen. No. No. There's no way. Nah. There's no way. There's no way. Nah. Oh my God. Time out. Nah. Nah. Okay, so. Alright. So this looks like Adam, double bottom. Or it could potentially. No, way, dude. Let me confirm. Hold up, folks. I gotta confirm this. Okay, we know that's an atom. That's great. Now, there's only two possibilities here. Eves are technically rounder or square. So this is not round or square. It's just more like a I gotta confirm this, guys. So give me uno segundo. Let me check my pattern. I am picking up what you putting down. I say what under to flush down. Let's say if it did, would that mean the up move? Oh, Milo dog. 1 second. Let me answer your question. I say you want on this. I say you want to flush down. Let's say if it did, would that mean the up move on that stock has ended though? No. So look, are you an Ondas guy? Cause I am an Ondas. I am an Ondas fan. So, but I am very cash heavy. So I want to catch Ondas at the very cheap possible level. So my target, I would absolutely throw my entire house at, would be Ondas flushing to the 618 or the golden pocket. That's why I have this magnet here. So, you know, because I am a degenerate, I feel like my magnet's gonna work. The bigger I draw it, the more it's gonna flush, right? Right? So let's hopefully price action get to my golden pocket, and I'm gonna throw my house at this thing. All right, but if not, we have another secondary area at the 0.5 Fibonacci level. And if you turn on your volume shelf, well, I don't think there's no liquidity at the 0.5. If you flush at 382, and we know there's volume here because at 382 there's nodes here. But if you fail that, well, the next area where you're absolutely going to find an absolute bottom is at the golden pocket. Why? We have a double node head count here. Double node head count. Or a double node snakehead, or whatever you want to call it. But there's absolute liquidity right here at the 644, 630. So if I'm going to buy Ondas, I'm throwing my money at and waiting for price action to get to the golden pocket and then fucking buy the shit out of it. All right. So I'm just going to make this bigger, just slightly bigger, because I don't want to overuse the magnets. Okay. I don't want to overuse the magnets. All right. We're just sitting on our hands, price, wait, patiently waiting. But dude, going back to SPY, I am obsessed now. I am absolutely obsessed with this. Okay, I am absolutely obsessed with... Wait a minute. Dude, there's like so many things I'm keeping an eye on. Now, is this... No, that's not a diamond. It can't be a diamond top. It's not a diamond. Dude, there's so many things I'm obsessed with right now. Hold up. This could be an Eve, Adam, Adam, double bottom, Adam, Adam. Give me 1 second. I mean, it's going to be the... This is literally like you break 652. That's absolute pain. But do we honestly think SPY is going to get there? No way, dude. No fucking way. God, how can I inverse... Can I inverse the RSI? I really want to inverse the RSI badly here. I really want to inverse the RSI. Let me see if I can try. You can't inverse the RSI. Oh shit, wait a minute. No, you can't inverse. You can't inverse the oscillators. Dude, that's bad. Wow. I love it. Still bearishness. There we go. Absolute glorious. Absolute glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. There it is. Are you still with me, Milo? Did you pay attention to that? There is absolutely nothing bullish on SPY. Nothing. Wow. Hey, Sarah. I like the things you do. Wow. The Epstein files will be released on Friday per the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Okay. That's cool. It's just going to be a bunch of black lines. You still live, bro? Yeah, I'm still live, bro. Of course I'm live. Of course I'm live. I think I'm picking up what you putting down. What the hell you mean by that? I'm still interested in this this entire new method. Like, I'm absolutely impressed with how beautiful these divergences were panning out on the inverse side, and then the RSI making higher highs. This is literally high. This is hidden bullish divergence from excuse me, hidden bearish divergences. Like, this was so clean. Maybe the market makers are probably doing the same thing that we're doing. Look, now SPY is absolutely flushing. But this is such a bullish pattern inversely. All right, let me go pick up my... Hold on, let me see the Adam and Adam pattern real quick. I just want to confirm this. Adam and Adam or Adam and Eve inverse. I'll confirm it right now. 1 second. It's got to be one of the others. So double top Eve Eve. Okay, double top Eve Eve. Right? This is it double top Eve? Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And obviously the confirmation breakout will be here, but that, you know, that's not gonna really get there. 650.85? No, that's not gonna get there. Absolutely not. SPY to tank 4% on a day. You know what? It's funny because Tom Lee said that we're gonna have a 10% correction. 20% correction in 2026. So is this initially the start of that flush out? 20%, right? 20%. So right now that's 4%. And the measurement rule from that down from there, that's essentially 9%. So add the little fucking fractions. That's roughly 10%. All right, so we'll just do the entire. So that's 10%. 10% correction. Dude. Whoa. Whoa. That's freaky. That is freaky, guys. Dude, that's fucking freaky. Hold up. Hold up. And inversely, you got the J forming, right? You got the J, descending scallop. So that would also in line with price target hitting the golden pocket, roughly, right? Where was your key area of resistance or the bounce? Right here at the 675.85, aligning with this valley. The valley here, 675.85, golden pocket. So price coming back at the golden pocket and retesting it would also in line with inverted descending scallop formation. Okay, inversely looks like an ascending scallop bounce, right? But it's a descending scallop. God damn it, dude, this is so much fucking confluence. This is so freaky, guy. Dude, I'm loving the inverse patterns more than anything. Night scope 511. Whoa! What in the hell is happening here? Night scope. Night scope. Hello. Dude, as soon as I posted that shit. As soon as we posted that shit. Let me go ahead and get on stage real quick. Let me get on stage real quick.
I don't know. I think we're might test the lows again. But I'm pretty much flat here. Yeah, I don't think we test the lows again. I'm sitting here looking at the Dow. The Dow looking like it wants to. If the Dow can hold this level and build this little bit, build the start of this base.
Look at that, folks.
I'm looking at that.
All right, bros. I'm gonna cut the stream here. It's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna see you guys on the Discord. Follow Discord, like the channel, and let's continue tomorrow, folks. 9:30 a.m. East. I'll see you guys soon.